Growing up with a mischievous younger brother kept me on my toes. However, my resolve was always tested whenever he wanted to play the game of I made you look. Not because he constantly stole my gaze from whatever it is that I was focused on, but simply because, and if even for 3 seconds at a time, he had control of me. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Danielle, and you are tuned in to Red Couch Chronicles. Listen, it is such an honor to have you here with me today. I look forward to Wednesdays and Fridays when I can be with you, spend some time with you. We can share some time on the Red Couch. Of course, that is unless it is a vlog week every third week where you only get to see me on Wednesday. But I have now set up accounts on Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest where I invite you to follow me at Danielle's RCC so that we can start to spend a little bit more time together instead of just having to wait for 2 days out of the week. So I look forward to seeing you there. Now, I am so excited because this is the second installment of the series that we are currently in. How to make him love you. And if you remember tuning in last week, or even if you didn't, the video is there. Please feel free to go back and look for it and watch to make sure. I shared with you that in doing my research and in wanting to do this series and doing my research on YouTube as a resident of YouTube, I looked to see and to make sure that I wasn't duplicating any of the information that was already out there. And to my surprise, or much I could say, to my chagrin, what I found was videos, yes, that taught women, yes, how to make a man fall in love with you, but those ways were kind of mischievous, like my little brother, were kind of controlling, like my little brother, were kind of manipulative in some of their ways. And so in that first video, I shared what some of those ways were, say his name repeatedly, basically bolster to his ego. Everyone loves to hear their name. So say his name, touch him ever so gently when you're speaking to him. Or the weirdest one that I found was find out where he's going to be and be there repeatedly. And as far as I'm concerned, that's stalking. And no, we do not want to do these things, especially if you can say that you are honestly interested in this person and you would hope that something would come of your interest. Well, today, what I am going to do is give you that one thing, I promise you, that one understanding that will help you to know how to make him fall in love with you or how to make him love you. And while you get ready, because I want you to go get a piece of paper and get a pencil and write this stuff down. And while you do that, I'm just going to reiterate the story with my brother, because if you remember, like I said, that out of any other game that he played with me, that game really rose the fire in me because I realized he controlled me. Even if for 3 seconds I was controlled. And out of all the other games that he had ever played, which like I said, I had built up my resolve over the years, he always seemed to catch me with that one. Maybe because I was nosy, maybe because I was trying to see what he was looking at, but it always got me. And it made me angry that every time he did, I was under his control and I was under his spell, and I didn't like that. Okay. So now that you are back, I want to share with you that one thing that you have to remember when you are trying to get a man to fall in love with you. Are you ready? That one thing is you can't make a man fall in love with you. You want to know why? Because you cannot control anyone. Now, sure, you can run a game on this man, but of course, that is, what can I say, a double standard. Because when men run games on us, we don't like it, right? However, you cannot make anybody do anything. Because if you remember your days on the school grounds or your days even with your older brothers and sisters, and they told you, oh, go do this, or oh, go do that, or your mom would leave you in their care and tell you that, oh, they're the one in control, and them understanding that they had control of you and used it for their nefarious tactics, you didn't like it. So why do you think a man in whom you are sincerely interested is going to want to know that he was controlled any more than you didn't like it when you were controlled? Listen to me, my sisters. My opener to that first video, there are more than one way to skin a cat. And many of us have been trying to skin cats the world's way for as long as we can remember. Listen, I've been there. I've done that. I will raise my hand and I will say, yes, guilty. Thank God for his forgiveness. Thank God for his grace. Thank God that he remembers my sins no more as far as the east is from the west. But understand this. As women, we need to get back to the understanding that things, anything worth having, is worth waiting for. Anything worth having should be grown organically. Anything worth having should be sanctioned by God. And that if it is meant to be, you won't have to stalk him. You won't have to put yourself in his way. You won't have to say his name 785 million times. You won't have to text him randomly. You won't have to do any of that stuff. If it is meant to be, he will find his way. Remember, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and receives favor from the Lord. That's his perspective. But remember, our perspective is this. I am that good thing that is waiting to be found. I am that favor that is waiting to be enacted. And as long as God has given me those two gifts, then I'm going to wait, because I am not going to give those two things to anyone who is not sanctioned by God. My loves, quick video. I hope that this message went from my mouth to your heart. I look forward to the next time when I will see you for installment number 3 of this session. Because in that session, that session of this series, what I'm going to do is give you 4 ways in which you can make yourself more appealing to a man in whom you're interested. Godly ways, not worldly ways, godly ways. And so, until then, this is Danielle, hailing to you from the red couch. And until next time, remember Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. I look forward to seeing you again soon.